It's incredibly difficult to maintain a high level of performance and to grow exponentially. I mean, there's a reason that there's not people squatting 2,000 pounds out there. It's because you get to a certain point and every bit of progress you have to just scrape and claw for. And it comes down to just real hard work. And then what you have to do is you have to take the work you're doing, step back, honestly assess it, and then improve on what you can. And I've done a video about sort of a similar idea about this that I called honesty a while back, when you have to be honest with yourself about where you're at and where you're going. And it's important not to worry about criticism, not to worry about being in the place where you're going to be criticized, but you have to be self-critical in a productive way. And that is something that I am going to be doing every single session until the meet March 1st. This is the first of 12 squat workouts and 12 bench workouts that I will be doing, 16 bench workouts actually. And there's a lot of things that I feel like I could realistically improve on, just even from this first session. And so today I had, that was a 505 for 4 without knee wraps, and then I had 570 for 3 sets of 4 and 1 set of 5, because that's just the way small ob works. It makes you tired, and then it makes you do more, because who knows why. But I was doing my self-wrap on my knees, had my wrist wraps in, you know, basically full meet gear right now. This is everything that I'm going to be using in the meet. And I was okay with the depth on the first couple of sets of squats, but I wasn't so happy with how they were feeling. I was felt like I was really losing some tightness in the bottom of the rep, and my hips were firing back. And so there's going to be hopefully some improvement when I get a little bit more adjusted to this significant jump in the weight. I haven't handled anything heavier than I think 550 since in a long time. I did that for the base meso, but it's just a completely different world when you're doing this incredibly heavy loading. Your system reacts differently to it, and so it takes a different kind of intensity. This is my last set. This is the 570 for 5, and thankfully my buddy Andy, you kind of saw him there pop his head in at the beginning of the set, was there to kind of root me on. It was great seeing him today. He's going to be doing this meet with me, actually, and you might see a 2,000 pound total at 275 from him. He's been working really hard. In this workout, he actually squatted 545 for a set of 10 with wraps and a belt, and I spotted him for that, and it was pretty ridiculous. Just how much power he's got. And he's an 800 pound deadlifter. But you can see I definitely was having to grind out these last couple of reps, and, you know, got better today, but would like to improve on some things for next time. That especially applies to my bench pressing right now. Still just off my groove. I did have a little bit of a tweak go on in my neck through my trap, through some of those squats, probably around the second set of those squats. And so it was really hard to keep my setup tight on the bench. There, smacks here his hand for trying to touch it. He got a little over anxious there. But I had my plan was to do a 5 doubles at 350, and I just felt like that wasn't going to happen. So I brought the weight back down to 540 or 340. Excuse me. If I was doing doubles at 540, that would be ridiculous. I still am just having a hard time getting everything to go. My right shoulder is kind of, I thought I got over this, but there's just a little bit of an imbalance, misfire going on in my right shoulder, and I may have to lower the weight a little bit and work through that. Not really what I wanted to see happen. I really wish that my bench was at a different place than it is, but all you can do is assess where you're at and try to improve it. And so I will be doing everything I can in these next 5 weeks to get stuff figured out for my bench. I did notice that my all-time best bench press that I did in a mock meet, where I totaled 1770 with just a belt and no knee wraps, I hit a 385 in this gym on these crappy benches. And I'm going to be looking at kind of what my training, my bench training was like leading up to that, and it was significantly lighter, more often than not. So Here's hoping that bringing my weight down and making my reps cleaner and more legitimate will positively affect that. Afterwards, I did those. That's on the assisted dip pad. I was using that and doing push downs with that as a pressing movement, and then doing some wide grip dips to work a little bit of my my chest and triceps with some volume work afterwards. It's probably the only accessory work I'll be able to afford with this program. The sessions are going to get so long because of how long it takes for me to rest in between squats and roll the knee wraps back up and just get mentally prepped for another set. But that is the workout, and that is how my mind is working kind of through this final, getting ready for the final stretch going into the meet and trying to come in at my absolute best. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. According to the shipping company, my new camera should be here tomorrow, and hopefully I get a verification email on my editing software so I can use it. I have it downloaded, but there's a code I have to input that proves that I purchased it, and when you pay with PayPal, apparently it can take 4 to 7 days for that email to get sent because there's something that happens. So still waiting for that verification email, but the new stuff is coming, the new videos are coming, and I am, as always, very thankful for your guys' support. So I will talk to you next time. Bye.